Welcome back to Project 94 for another Diecast review here on the channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at another 2023 NASCAR Diecast. And this one right here is going to be Daniel Suarez and his 2023 Tootsies Orchid Lounge Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 number 99 for Trackhouse Racing. A very cool Daniel Suarez diecast. It's an updated Tootsies car from last year and the year before that. It's a new design, got a bit more black and neon on this car, which is very cool. Give you guys a 360 view of this box right here. Obviously a very cool paint scheme. The lavender Tootsies car is back for 2023 with a new design, and it looks fresh, new, and clean for the 2023 season. So let's get this diecast out of the box. Of course, this is the car that ran the Daytona 500 this year. So here's the diecast out of the box as I try to get myself comfortable getting used to this new studio. Here it is, out of the box, the Daniel Suarez Tootsies Orchid Lounge Chevrolet. Here it is, brand new out of the box, and I gotta say, this is a very cool looking Daniel Suarez Tootsies car. It's probably my favorite one, and a big reason for that, the chrome number has been added to this Tootsies car, finally, and it looks fantastic with the lavender, pink, black, and white, which is just so cool to see the chrome added on there. And look, got some new sponsors that have never been on the car before, so we'll get a closer look at this whole diecast. Got number 99 right there, Trackhouse Racing. Trackhouse is starting to become pretty popular. There's a lot of people wearing Trackhouse stuff out there. The Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. Of course, you got Tootsies Orchid Lounge right there with the hood vents ruining the flower of the logo and the T and the O part of the logo, the hood vents. But it's realistic to the actual car, so I understand. Still not a fan of the hood vents on these next-gen cars. Of course, you have Chevrolet and Suarez. You have Sunoco, you have Goodyear in yellow, both on the fenders and on the wheels themselves with the dark gray rims. You have NASCAR Cup Series, the 75th anniversary logo for NASCAR. You have number 99, Daniel Suarez. You have Siemens up there, Chevrolet, Comscope, Tootsies, big and slanted on the door to fit the new number placement. Glowing in the Daytona night. Of course, you have Comscope right there and Freeway Insurance. On the back of this car, you have Quaker State, number 99, ZL1 Camaro in white, which can barely be read due to my lighting and how bright the lavender pink is. Of course, you got the Chevrolet logo. You have Jimmy Kelly's Steakhouse, a brand new sponsor that I've never had on a diecast before. Of course, you got black spoiler right there. You got Tootsies on the deck lid right there in the normal colors. You have Suarez and two of the Tootsies logos on the top of the roof. So now it's time for the paint scheme itself. You're going to have a black spoiler, of course the biofuel logo, which I sometimes forget to point out on these cars. You got the black spoiler, black roof rails, and of course the black splitter on this car, which has a paint chip, which is very cool. The car itself is spray painted that lavender pink color right there, so it's a really cool color. I'd love to know the hex code for this color, because I would love to use this color on paint schemes of my own because of how cool it looks, man. I love the way this car looks. Just the bright pink on there. It's fantastic, and it's brighter on camera than it is in real life, but it's still bright enough to be seen. So now for the paint scheme itself, you're going to start out with the numbers, unlike last review. You have the shadow in black right there. You have the white outline and the black number fill-in with the iconic Trackhouse slash font. And on the doors of this thing, you have a black shadow, the lavender outline, and the chrome number fill-in with the black slash going through it. And let's get a closer look at that chrome number. Yes, that is real. The chrome foil, which looks super cool. Love it whenever they can add chrome numbers to the diecast. I like that a lot. There's a lot of things I like about, paint schemes, that they're colorful, they're bright. I love matte finishes and chrome numbers. This is a gloss finish, but the gloss really goes with this particular paint scheme, and it looks good with the chrome numbers as well, so I really like that a lot. So here's the front of this car. You're going to start out with the little stripes right there. It's almost like a neon. It's got some like light pinky purple and neon like stripes that are wrapping around the corners of the front right there of the OEM details, which are mostly clean. And then you're going to see the stripes on the front corners wrap over the wheel well, swoop onto the A-pillar with a bit of gradients going on right there. And of course you got some more of the purple white and neon and a bit of gray. And of course, it's going to have a bit of the purple to black gradient right by the bottom of the 9 right there. Then from the side markers of this car, it's going to swoop up and leave a bit of room for the black. So you can see the black shows through. So like that, the Tootsies logo can glow on top of the black, so it looks good. But of course, you have the different shades of purple and pink stripes along with the white neon glowing on the side. It's going to carry onto the rear quarter panels of this car. And the black is just going to be slanted across the side. And when you look at it, the lights, the gradient fade is really, really showing. Especially when you're looking on the black areas, you can definitely see how it's like a light. It's like it's lighting up. It's like a bar. You know how bars have those light up signs and things of that nature? It's kind of what this car looks like. And I really like it because Tootsies, it is a little lounge in Nashville. So it's got to look like it. And it definitely does on this diecast. And on the back of it, you have the black back bumper right there, of course, and then you're going to have the bottom bumper, a pink stripe that perfectly takes the shape of the back lower bumper of this Camaro. Deck lid is also black with a normal Tootsies logo, and the rest of the top portion of this paint scheme right here is going to be that lavender pinky purple color that we always talk about how great it looks. It's definitely more on the pink side than purple, I will say that, but it's a super bright color on this car regardless. But we're going to get some close-ups of this car during the 360 view so like that we can point out any details that we potentially missed in the review itself. So let's get a close-up look at this paint scheme. Just the way the stripes look, they're really, really cool looking. And I love how all the white bits of this car are literally glowing in the night almost. It looks super cool. It almost reminds me of like those glow-in-the-dark like Hot Wheels and Spin Master Monster Jam diecast where they literally glue at night, which looks super cool. I really like how it just looks like a light up sign, and on top of that, the bright colors that surround it, as well as the black. The black honestly complements it really well. I know last year didn't really have any black hardly at all. But to have it as a big part of the paint scheme design is so cool. Because it really helps it pop out. All the bright colors, I'm telling you, whenever you have black on a paint scheme, and then you have bright colors surrounding it, the black is going to help the bright colors stand out that much more when you look at it. It is just that outstanding of a paint scheme. I really like the way this looks. Just get another close-up look at it. It's 100% real, produced by Lionel Racing. I love the way this thing looks, man. It's one of my favorite Daniel Suarez diecast. The more I look at it, the more I fall in love with the design because it just looks so cool. It stands out. And out of all the Suarez cars, I mean, Suarez has a couple cool diecasts, and a lot of his diecasts just get DMP'd for some reason. I don't know why. But at least they got his Daytona 500 paint scheme, and thankfully this ran the Daytona 500 because this is his I would say this is his main sponsor, the primary sponsor. Whenever you sponsor Daytona 500, you're usually considered to be the primary sponsor, although throughout the season you run many different paint schemes. But I gotta say, Tootsies is almost always the best looking car on the track. Even though there's a lot of good-looking cars, especially with the new number placement, which allows the bigger sponsors on the side. This thing looks just so cool. I love how they took advantage of the door number placement with how big and slanted that logo is, that Tootsies logo. On the hood, you just have the normal logo that's always been on the car, but then on the sides, it just glows. Super nice scheme. I really like this one. And that's going to be my review of the 2023 Daniel Suarez Tootsies Orchid Lounge Chevrolet. Number 99, Chevrolet Camaro Z01 for Trackhouse Racing. This is a very cool looking diecast. I love the pink, the lavender on it. It's a super nice color. And hopefully Tootsies stays in the sports like that. We can have a Tootsies car to review every year. So thank you all for checking out this diecast review. Comment, like, and subscribe, and also share these videos with your friends so we can have some more followers, your friends and family, so we can have more followers here on the Project 94 channel. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecast.